remember my first
I'm being
book
asked to talk about
was
the
called
first book that I read.
First
Actually,
book
the
that I
first I
liked.
remember reading is
Okay, we're rolling.
We're rolling. Okay, so you want me to start again? Okay, my name is MIEKE van Soest, and I used to be a volunteer in the library when we still were in the old building, probably for 15 to 20 years, I can't remember. Haven't volunteered in this library. I felt it was time for me to quit doing that. And you asked me about the book that I really liked. It's the last book I read because I can't remember what my favorite book was as a child. The last book I read was called The Gift of Rain by Tan Tuan Eng, if I pronounce it properly. It's his first book, and it was written, he was listed for the 2007 Booker Prize. I just took it because of the cover of the book. I didn't know anything about it. It's the most fascinating story about the Second World War in Malay. And it is totally, I used to pronounce it Malaysia, but he pronounces it Malay, so that must be the proper name. He is a lawyer in Kuala Lumpur, and it was his first book. To me, it's the most incredible story about a child of mixed race, British and Chinese, living in Penang, and with all the different nationalities having their own quarters, the Chinese, the Brits, the Indians. It's a fascinating story. And then the second part of the book has to do with the actual war, which is pretty graphic and would not appeal to many people, but I know it happens. My husband grew up in Indonesia and lived there and also lived in the camps, and the camps are described as well. And I know that beheadings happened because his uncle was beheaded. And yes, not only that, they herded people to dig their own grave and then shot them. So that's the sort of thing, if you can't handle that, don't read the book. But he writes beautifully, and it's a book that I just happened to see on my daughter's bookshelf, didn't know anything about, but loved his writing, so highly recommend it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I hope I did that okay.
You